It's blowing a gale today. The wind is really blowing out there in the garden. I'm going to go around and do a little bit of a garden video, but in order to do that we are going to test the Rode VideoMic Me-L mobile phone microphone. This is designed for mobile phones, Apple phones, which have the old, up to version 7 and including version 7, the old adapter like so. That fits into the bottom of your phone. And then the Deadcat itself, the Rode Deadcat, it will hold there, fits over the top. I won't be able to do it one-handed, and that should stop all of the wind noise. So we'll give that a test. Watcher, thought I'd show you a little tour of my front and rear gardens, talk about some of the little bits and pieces in it, and show you some of the projects that I want to do. Let's have a little look around. Bit of a change of heart. Before we do the video of the garden, we can have a little wander around. We're going to test the Rode microphone versus the Apple microphone and the Rode microphone with and without the Deadcat. And we'll see what performs best, and then we'll do the video after that. Okay, let's give it a go. This is the sound of the Apple internal microphone. Apologies if there's much whooshing of the noise in the microphone here. It's quite windy here, so it might be picking it up on the mic. This is the sound of the Rode microphone without Deadcat, facing away from me. This is the sound of the Rode microphone without Deadcat, facing towards me. This is the sound with the Rode microphone with Deadcat, facing away from me. Should be much less wind noise on this one. This is the sound of the Rode microphone with Deadcat facing towards me. As you can see, the trees are blowing around quite a lot. Let's see if it picks up any wind noise. Starting off in the front garden, my friend Nick works for a local tree surgeons, and he dropped round these tree stumps earlier. Reasons for these are two-pronged. Hopefully the right type of wood to use to make handles. I've got lots of mattocks and pickaxes and hammers I need to make some handles for, so I'm going to be using them for those. And also, hammering is a skill that you have to learn, and not many kids these days learn how to hammer. So I've decided that with a couple of these tree trunks and a couple of bags of a couple of hundred nails each, I'm going to give each kid a tree trunk, a couple of hundred nails and a hammer, and say, there you are, learn how to hammer. I'll give them a little bit of guidance, show them how to do it, and hopefully they'll learn the skill of hammering over the next few months. We've got a couple of bags of topsoil and a couple of bags of bark chippings, which I'm going to use in the rear garden. In front of the workshop, you've all seen that before, my ladder is fairly dirty. It needs a bit of a jet wash. It's normally stuck up on padlocks here on the fence. However, the padlocks are fairly rusty, and I need to replace the padlocks and give the ladder a bit of a jet wash, and then I can put it back on the fence. Well, I didn't show you this in my last video. In the last tool haul I bought at the car boots on Sunday, I also got this, but I forgot to show it. It's an edging tool. Beautiful handle, really good condition. The head's a little bit rusty, but that will come up lovely. We can do that. Looking around the garden, starting over here. This is a tent my kids use, a Quecha, Quecha, that's absolutely falling apart. The kids have camped in this so many times. The surround bit of plastic at the bottom is broken. There's a rips in the doorway. I think we have to buy a new tent. Maybe I'll do a review of the tent we buy, because it's got to be a better one than that. This is a deck I built maybe about 12 or 13 years ago. It's just a main deck on the house with a small deck running from that main deck to my patio area. The patio area over there at the moment isn't used for the not patio area, barbecue area. That's my barbecue area. Just used for housing rugby, tackle bags and bikes and things at the moment. My actual barbecue is over here, and you will see this, and this is what we use this for. Every time my little 5-year-old neighbour comes out into the garden, we have a little water fight over the fence. I squirt her, she squeaks, and she goes and get a water pistol and she fires it back at me. Good fun. This is another little decking area I built. This was the first one I built about 15 years ago. My neighbour's calling me now, she's trying to squirt me. So that was the first the decking area. This area here, with the lack of grass, this shrub here was absolutely massive. Come down to the ground, so I've chopped that back recently. And the earthed area is where the grass was not growing. We have try and get out of the sun, getting like a strobe effect on the screen. This is a garden tidy that I built. I built that myself to match the workshop, and it used to sit where the ladders are sitting at the moment, but I moved it over here when we got rid of a playhouse that was sitting here probably about a month or so ago. There was a playhouse called a bunker, which was camouflaged, and it had turrets on it and points to fire out of. The kids used to like playing in there, hence why we've got action figurines here. So that's been moved there. This is my tool tidy. We can have a quick look in there. This is just where I keep all my garden bits and pieces, pressure washers and lawn mowers, feeders, blowers, bits and pieces there, petrol for the strimmer and the hedge cutters, spades, hose, snigger. This area here is an area where I need to do some work. This is one of my projects I'm going to do fairly soon. It's all overgrown. The tree there was alive, obviously no longer alive. We've got some sand used for drainage in the lawn, so I'm going to get that sand, put it on the lawn, put some more grass seed down, aerate it. I've got a scarifier and a deep tine aerator in the tool tidy. I'll use that on the lawn. I want to get this wheelbarrow pushed up in the air and secured onto the fence. You can clip these onto the fence. I've seen people do that. It looks quite good, and you retain a little bit of garden back. I'm going to chop down all of these shrubs and bushes and get them recycled down by the local authority. And here, you can't see it because it's behind all these bits and pieces, but I put a roof on this, and I have got a bit of a timber store used for my small fire pit there and my wood burning dustbin fire pit thing, whatever it's called, I don't know. Got some bits and pieces that are thrown away and some kindling there to start the fires. Nothing better than sitting outside on a summer's evening, or even a spring or an autumn evening, not winter mind you, toasting marshmallows with your kids. So that's the projects I've got to do. Got to sort out this area here, and I'll probably show you that along the way. Down here, obviously you've seen these before, little wheelbarrow for refurbishment, children's wheelbarrow, my son's basketball ring, a parasol base, and a large garden, I don't know, lantern, but it's used for candles. Need to refurbish that. You all know the saw, which I'm going to refurbish, and we've got this box of tools, which is the discarded tools that I don't want from my tool hauls that I've got a car boot sale on eBay. I'm going to actually tidy those up, sharpen bits and pieces, and clean everything up, and then give them away to someone to start their tool collection. That'll be quite handy for them. I whacked my head. I brained myself on this the other day. So I managed to get myself some hazard tape there. Not that the please mind your head sign wasn't enough, but I've got a bit of hazard tape on the outside and a little bit on the inside as well, because I literally got a huge lump on the top of my noggin. Right, thanks for joining me. I'll see you on the next video. Please remember to like and subscribe. See ya!